Well, we're back with another Bulldogs in the Workforce this week. We are going to be featuring a 2011 graduate named Ben Schilmoeller this week. Ben is currently the EMS manager at Cherokee Regional Medical Center over in Cherokee. And he was kind enough to give us some time out of his busy schedule to film a Bulldogs in the Workforce episode. So, very grateful to Ben for that. Here at Lamar's community, we're very fortunate that we have an EMT class here at the high school, and Greg Gengler and Bill Rosacker, among others, here in the community, teach that and do a phenomenal job with that. And I know we have some students from Galen who also come over for the EMT course as well. So Ben was over here as a part of that, and again, he was kind enough to give us some time to talk about a career in EMS. So take a listen here to what Ben has to say, because he's got some phenomenal things to say about a career in EMS, and he's also gives some great insights about that as well. So Ben Schilmoeller here for Bulldogs in the Workforce this week. Seems like just yesterday Ben was here at the high school, and it's great to see him having so much success in his career and also making a difference in the lives of others. So Bulldogs in the Workforce featuring Ben Schilmoeller, 2011 graduate in the career of EMS.
All right, for Bulldogs in the Workforce this week, we're here with Ben Schilmoeller. Ben is a 2011 graduate of Lamar's Community High School. All right, Ben, so tell us a little bit about yourself now and what you do and where you live.
I'm Ben Schilmoeller. I'm the EMS manager at Cherokee Regional Medical Center, Cherokee, Iowa. My wife and I live in Cherokee. I am a 2011 graduate of Cherokee, or not Cherokee, of Lamar's. I live just a short little bit away, and we're now competitors. I didn't think I would ever go to a rival school, but it's good. I really enjoy Cherokee and the community, and still close to home.
So Ben, tell us about your position and what you do on a daily basis.
As the EMS manager, I'm a paramedic as well. So I'm in charge of the emergency medical services in Cherokee Hospital. We're a hospital-based service, so our paramedics are stationed in the ER, and they also will respond to ambulance calls, take patient transfers to other facilities. And my job role has kind of expanded over the last couple of years. I became a medical examiner investigator for Cherokee County as well. So I do death investigations, and I'm expanding my role at the hospital. I'm going to be the disaster coordinator for our facility as well.
Awesome. So if we have students who are interested in going into your field in EMS, to be a paramedic, what would the route be that you would suggest for these students?
The route I would suggest is at Lamar's, there's a really cool program. You could actually start your EMT career in high school. So if you have that opportunity, take that opportunity. It's an awesome experience. If not, you can start out at a community college, get your EMT, and then move on to paramedic, and then really the sky's the limit from there. There's a lot of different avenues you can pursue in being a paramedic. Like I said, I'm a death investigator, so there's paramedics who will go to that side with their medical knowledge, and so becoming investigators, you could work on an oil rig, you could work in a hospital, you could work the ambulance, you could go to flight and work out of a helicopter or fixed wing aircraft. So there's a lot of different avenues to pursue, but EMT is really a good base. And I would say EMT is a really good base to start out for nursing, because you get a lot of critical thinking skills that I feel you don't always get out of maybe the CNA course or some of those other things, where that EMT gives you a lot of that critical thinking skills, where you can really just expand, and you can tell the difference between nurses that have that EMT background and nurses that don't. Not saying that it's a bad thing not to have it, but I just feel it's a really good base and a really good foundation for emergency skills.
Yeah, great. What types of skills are needed in your area, in your profession?
For me as the director, I have it's a lot of critical thinking skills, but I didn't think as much as I would hate to admit, especially with one of my former teachers right in front of me. I should have paid a little bit more attention in English class and my math classes, just because writing reports, we have to write factual reports every day when we have patient care. So really having good grammar of those things is very important, because it may come up in a legal case one day, but having a really strong base in your English classes, math, we do a lot of mental math things of figuring out how much medications we have to give and those type of things. So those are really good skills to really take advantage of in high school. So critical thinking, those English, math skills, having a positive attitude. I couldn't say enough about that. Just having a positive attitude, because you never know what experience somebody else is in when you're working with them, because they are probably having the worst moment in their life, and you're there for that. So you're going to see people in a totally raw experience where most people aren't going to see them.
Last question here for Ben. What's the best part about your job?
The best part of my job is I'm able to do a lot more than I did as a paramedic. So what I mean by that is I have 2 crews working 24/7, 365 days of the year, that I'm influencing our patient care across our county and Cherokee County and our area, because when I worked as a paramedic, I would only maybe see 200, 300 patients a year, where now I have an influence of over 1,200 potential patients that we see over a year. So moving into that management aspect, at first I didn't grasp that, but now I'm able to just have more of an influence over a lot more people now.
All right, so that was Bulldogs in the Workforce this week with Ben Schilmoeller, a 2011 graduate of Lamar's Community High School. Thank you very much for your time, Ben.
Thank you.